You do not want to do this, trust me.
Mask! Copy!
All right, have it your own way.
Mask!
Copy.
What the hell is this? Left with
There's no need to be frightened, Isaac.
Look at the world. What do you see? War, poverty, a planet on the brink of collapse. So now it's down to you and me to put this right. Open it.
Oh, what?
Tom Hardy has always been one of my favorite actors to watch on screen. He's just so interesting, and each of his roles are so unique, and he brings so much to them, and I don't know, I just was captivated by him, as I think most audiences are.
He's not telegraphing his next move, and so it's really exciting as a viewer because you're just waiting to see what happens. He never lets you get ahead of him.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry.
Which sometimes can be difficult in a movie where there are aliens and, you know, mad scientists and you have to believe that that's your world.
He never compromises. He just always wants to make sure the scene is as good as it can be, that we explored all the different angles, that we think about all the different moments in every scene in a really detailed way.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
He's like super dedicated to this.
He's just such a visceral performer.
So concerned with everything being honest.
He's like, of his generation, the greatest actor.
Hey everybody, we got some new Venom footage to break down and Tom Hardy talking about Avengers crossover in a really funny way. He also refers to all the things that they're doing in the Sony universe as the Venomverse, which I actually think is a little more accurate than calling it the Spider-Verse. But they do have a lot of animated stuff going on, so we'll break it down. There's new giveaway stuff I'll explain at the end of the video. Be sure to subscribe to get everything. So if you weren't a huge fan of the X-Men Dark Phoenix footage from last night, then this hopefully washed the taste out of your mouth. It'll be interesting to see what that movie ends up looking like compared to Venom, because they're both on the bubble of the MCU right now. Marvel has just been killing it so hard in the movie arena for so long that people just take it for granted that they're doing so awesome. So with them absorbing all of the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters next year, it'll be interesting to see what these other fringe Marvel Universe movies are like. Like really, Sony is going to be the only place where you see Marvel movies that aren't directly MCU Marvel movies. Although I've already talked about how they chose to make the movie PG-13 in the hopes that it would make it easier to cross over with Tom Holland stuff. But here's that clip of Tom Hardy joking about Avengers crossover. It's actually pretty funny.
Because that's where I'd love to go with it, and I'd love to go through all the Avengers as well with him, but that's above my pay grade. Riz, maybe you could have a word.
Do you want me to talk to the Avengers and tell them that you want to have a fight with them? The Venom wants to fight the Avengers.
Like it's a campaign, a little audition.
See, this is
to say, please, will you take us on? Please. And if not, we're more than happy to stand alone. We have a Venomverse and 900 characters to play with, but I think there's a little bit.
I love Riz Ahmed reacting to that. Would you like me to go ring up the Avengers and tell them you'd like to hang out and have a fight with them? Wouldn't you love to see Venom show up in a promo for a Marvel movie with the Avengers just saying, "Fight me now," like when they did those funny ads for Civil War where they were just having fun? Tom Hardy is hardcore. He could probably take a lot of those people in real life, but like they spent most of that clip of the interviews talking about how amazing he is in this movie. I think this movie would not have worked with another actor. I think he's probably one of the few people that could pull this off. Whatever you think about the comic book version of the character, he is totally committed to this. I posted a video from Comic-Con a little while ago where he actually talks about why he chose this project, because he's, a big enough actor, he can do pretty much anything that he wants. So it was largely his children, which is a big reason for a lot of big Marvel actors, like Cate Blanchett would not have done Thor Ragnarok and the Hela character had her children not big fans of the Marvel movies. So it seems like that's the real trick to getting these Oscar caliber actors to do these comic book movies. Just find their kids. Are you big fans of this movie? Please tell your parents that they should be in it so that we can hire them. The clip of him taking down the SWAT team is just to let you know what it's like when he fully becomes the character. This is the first full transformation that we've seen on screen. You've seen bits and pieces of it, and you've seen him as Venom, but this is actually coming when he's still sort of giving himself over to the consciousness of the symbiote. When he gives them the warning and says, you don't want to do this, and says, well, fine, okay, you guys want to throw down, let's do it. He says mask, and that's the cue to the symbiote to take the driver's seat. So at this point, it's still Eddie riding shotgun, and the course of the movie is all about him finding that perfect symbiosis balance with it so that it's both of them working together. It also gives you a good look at how it soaks damage. It just eats those grenades for breakfast. You can kind of hurt it with projectiles, but it says that there are certain things that are more damaging to it than others. Fire in particular. You also probably spotted the funny Avengers Easter egg in here with them flinging people around by his feet. Venom smash.
I'm just a huge fan of the sport.
That is never not going to be funny. I've seen a lot of interesting comments from you guys on my videos about how you think that they're going to get to Carnage an alternate way than they did in the comics, because technically Carnage was the offspring of the Venom symbiote. Now people are starting to think that they might change that a little bit because of the way the Riot symbiote looks. You just see these red lines all over it, like the white lines of the Venom symbiote. I've already explained how they try to change his visual style a little bit in post-production just to distinguish him from the Venom symbiote when they're flying at each other on screen, so it doesn't look like this big jumble and you can actually tell them apart a little bit easier, especially if you're in a really dark theater. Let me know in the comments though, what is your Carnage theory? How do you think they get to Carnage based on the footage that you've seen so far? There's been so much footage the last couple of days for so many different really big things because we're heading into New York Comic Con, so I'll try to get through all those videos as fast as possible. So a couple more trailer videos for different things coming up. Leave your requests in the comments below. I'll be doing new rounds of that Spider-Man PS4 giveaway in all the Marvel videos. All you have to do to enter those is just be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video. Real simple. Click here to rewatch that X-Men Dark Phoenix trailer, and click here to learn all about Iron Man's new armor in Avengers 4. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.